Hi, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well this week. And boy, has it been some week. And especially last weekend, it's just been all this information is coming out. Um, it's just been absolutely crazy, with everything going on in the world. And, I feel like deja vu. Yet again, I'm saying this. And, even for me on a personal level, it's just been, it's been difficult. I've had like this difficult week and really like just struggling to get through it. Yeah, and it's also my birthday weekend this weekend. So, I'm just trying to maintain a sense of normacy. But anywho, um, yeah, I mean, just to recap, I did my video last week. I filmed it on Thursday. That was last Thursday. So it was like a week and a day ago. And that was actually before, you know, if you don't know, but about which I know like a lot of people that watch my channel know, that the military has rolled in on cities, approximately like 250 cities throughout the world. For sure, I heard that definitely in the United States, LA, New York, Chicago, there is definitely a military presence there. So, yeah, I mean, and then the information that was going around, if you're on TikTok, the information that was going around that it was a drill. So they were telling the actual military people were telling people that it was a drill, and that's something I think it was NTC, if I'm not mistaken, that happens every year. But you have to remember that these people, military is not going to tell you what is really going on. They're not obligated to let the public know what is really going on. So yeah, I mean, sources have come out and said that, it has to do with, like the them taking out certain members of the deep state. So yeah, I mean, stuff is happening. There are things that are happening right now. It's, heavy stuff, heavy energy. But it's just so weird because I looked at the video from last week that I filmed on Thursday, and I did mention military. I did, emphasize that. And I didn't even know at that point that, that was happening. I had no idea that was actually happening. So it's kind of weird. And, my video came out on last Friday. So that, so yeah, crazy stuff. Um, so anyway, what else I wanted to say as well, I just wanted to thank the military, thank the people that are risking their lives for us and going down in the dumps, rescuing the children, doing all that stuff for us to clean up the planet, clean up the corruption, and make this world a better place. And I want to thank these people. We don't even know what they've been doing, behind the scenes, and what they've been seeing in those dumps. And, it's not, I guarantee you, it's not pretty. It's downright sad. So, you know, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, and, you know, it's just disheartening, the things that I have seen, like on Telegram, and about children, and footage. It's just, it's me being a Cancer. It breaks my heart, like, Cancers are all about children and family. It's just like I have to hold it together right now because I'm about to cry. So anyway, what was I gonna say? So yeah, so like the Schumann, if you haven't heard, but the Schumann resonance like went off the charts. People had um photos of it, like with the geometric shapes in it. So that's like something that's like unprecedented precedent. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not saying that right. Anyway, so it's something that's very unusual. I don't know too much about that, about the Schumann resonance. So I don't know too much about that. But it's something out of the ordinary. The Earth's energy has changed. We're getting these upgrades, these DNA upgrades. So things are kind of like, and I've noticed in my own personal life that things are kind of collapsing. I felt like that in the beginning of this week. Like things are just kind of like collapsing, and my mood was like totally like not like me. I was just like thinking about things I haven't thought of in years, like things from like my teenage years, that negative things that I went through. And I'm like, oh my God, like, wow, that happened. I must have blocked that out because, like I feel like I blocked certain things out from the past. Um, so it kind of like resurfaced. So I think that's what's happening to people. People are like kind of feeling like everything's breaking down, like things are collapsing in their personal life, which it has to happen because in order for our outside world to rebuild and for us to create a new positive world, things in our personal lives have to collapse. They have to break down, and we have to re-examine things, and and just say, okay, like, let's look at this. Let's mourn if we have to, whatever we need to do to get clear that energy, um, and move on, and and let go of it and just move on, because it has to happen before something new can come into our lives, something new and positive. We have to let go of the old, and then so we can embrace the new energy that comes in. So yeah, it's been very, very interesting, to say the least. It's really like requiring a lot of patience, and you need to give yourself time to heal. That's, I feel like I've just been healing all week, and I'm still healing. um and it's just part of all the ascension symptoms. And maybe some people might be having physical symptoms like headaches, migraines, things like that, anxiety, which is like more mental issues, like things like that. You know or some people might not be having anything. Some people might not be experiencing any of that stuff because they've already done the work, which is, that's okay. um and let's see, what else was I going to say? So yeah, so today what I wanted to look at, the questions that I wanted to focus on. Oh, and I also have a surprise at the end of this video for everybody. And well, I'm not going to tell you what it is. We'll wait until the end. So what I wanted to look at today was like basically what's going to happen after this. You know, what's the next step after military? Like, what can we expect? Are we going to expect martial law, the EBS? Like, what are we going to expect after this? Um, And then the next question I wanted to do was about the children. Janine, the tarot card reader, she posted on her Telegram channel. She posted some footage. I think it was the children in the Ukraine that they freed in the DUMS. And that was really sad because they were all crying. It's so horrible. And also she posted, I think it was like the New York City when COVID, when we were like in a lockdown during COVID, there was a video of like there was a ship, a medical ship in New York City, and there was footage of that and like these tents in Central Park. And I think people were like wondering, like, you know, what's up with that. That was in the video. And that was like, I think during the time when they were trying to get rid of Governor Cuomo, around or maybe after that time. But I have to say, I remember, so this was not last summer, the summer before. Okay. I remember, since I live in New Jersey, I live very close to New York City. I remember hearing, okay, when we're talking about DUMS, I mean, I remember hearing explosions, and I would say at least 4 or 5 explosions, and then sirens shortly after that. And it wasn't just once that I heard sirens, multiple times, like multiple sirens. And I remember even posting on Facebook saying something about that. I'm like, what is that? What is that? And nothing on the news, not a peep. Didn't hear anything about that. You know, I think what that was that they were clearing the DUMS. That's what I think it was. I think that's what they were doing. Because it all like makes, you know, it makes sense, because, you know, those ships, those medical ships, in that video, in Janine's video, were actually for children, for the children. They, you know, it was for them. They were being medically treated. So, and that was in the winter. And then the explosions, it had to be like either spring or summer that that I heard the explosions. I'm pretty sure it was summer. Pretty sure. That's, you know, that's very, it's like all making sense. It's all coming together. The pieces of the puzzle are coming together. Okay. So I want to look at that. I want to see like how far in are we with the children, like, you know, if they're all rescued at this point, you know, I want to look at that. The third thing is I want to look at the food, like our food, like what is the future of our food? Because I've been hearing that Bill Gates supposedly is like creating this fake meat, like from a lab, like this fake chicken. I want to look at that. You know, just like see what the future of our food is. I mean, I'm thinking that's just like, you know, like fear porn, or just getting people to wake up about the food, about our food. Also want to look at Mount Shasta and the inner earth. And I want to look at, will we meet people from the inner earth this year? Ishmael Perez was talking about that in one of his videos, that he's going to be going to Mount Shasta to speak with people from the inner earth. Very cool, very interesting. So, all right, so let's get started here. All right, so we're going to ask, what is going to happen next with all this? With the plan, the plan, the agenda. All right. Believe in the plan. Have faith in the plan. All right, so what is going to happen next? Will be martial law, EBS. Like, what is going to happen next? Let me pull in my spirit guides. Okay. All right, so okay. So we have the Ace of Swords. And what this means to me is that, yeah, there's going to be more information coming out, more exposure, more disclosure, more information about the bad players, about the deep state. It's just pummeling out. It's a lot of stuff coming out. And to me, this represents, strength. God is on our side. Angels, archangels, benevolent beings. Okay. It's all coming out. Now we have Four of Cups. Which this is going to lead to frustration. And I'm getting that certain players, it doesn't look like they're coming to an agreement. But they are. At the end, there's going to be an agreement and things are just going to crumble. I'm getting it's going to crumble. And this is a breakthrough card. But it's also saying the power of the world is in our hands. It's in the hands of the collective consciousness. It is in the hands of Q of the white hats. And we've already won. Okay. So this represents justice and legal matters. So anything having to do with legalities, legal matters are it's being overturned. Things are going to be overturned and quickly. I feel like it's quickly with this card and also quickly with this card. This is the outcome. And this to me means more military, and it's coming fast, faster than you think, faster than we can see. And this also represents a person. It could also be the arrest of somebody, because this was sitting below them. And what is the atmosphere around This is a defeat. The atmosphere around them is a defeat. Okay, this is an ending. There's going to be an ending. There's definitely going to be an ending of of the deep state. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to ask, will there, if there's going to be martial law soon? Okay. Will martial law happen soon? Will martial law and the EBS happen soon? Keep getting military. Keep getting military. Okay, so I keep getting military. I think we're like 70% there for the soft martial law. So I would say yes. We're almost there. It is going to happen soon. Um, there's going to be, here's the change. Things already changed. Something already changed. Um, but right now the focus is on military. Okay, but we're almost there. Oh, we are almost there, it seems like. To me, yeah, we are almost there. Like we're almost there. There's a strength card. We're standing, you know, we're looking at this from a strong position. The military is strong. So we're almost there. And this card, I mean, he's looking, when the card is facing the right, that's looking to the future. So actually, he's looking to the future. And this can also be financial, um, changes financially because it's a pentacle, it's a knight of pentacle. So it's going to take a little longer because we're in the military stage right now. All right. So next question about the children. Okay, so has the military freed all of the children and cleared out all the dumps? Has the military cleared out all the dumps and freed all the children yet? So in the world, Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so this is the world. These are the children. These represent children. They're moving as fast as they can, okay, throughout the world. It still hasn't been completely cleared out. There's still a small portion that has to be cleared out, still small. Um, maybe about 20%, like, yeah, see, more children, military, like they're still doing it. Okay. Next question. Um, about the food. Okay, so what is the future of our food supply? Is it going to improve? Like what's the future regarding our food supply? And I just want to say, which I'm probably going to maybe revisit this question. Oh, wait, let me just concentrate. Food supply. No, I was going to say, like, I want to revisit this question about like the schools, because I feel like I'm just getting the sense, and I could be wrong, but I'm getting the sense that schools may not be open in September, or something may happen between now and then. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay. So the food supply. You can see how this could represent food. This card, the Nine of Pentacles. It's a very prosperous card. And this represents abundance. So yeah, I could see how it could represent food. And the outcome is harvesting. So I see that people in the future are going to be encouraged to grow their own food. And I also heard just now that I heard the word land, and the distribution of land will change. Wow. Okay. So people, now this is if they choose, they they will be like sort of given land. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is what I'm just hearing. In order to grow it, in order to grow food, like they'll be given that option. Like it could even be free land. Um, Interesting. So the way that we are growing food is going to cease. It's going to stop. And there's going to be new ways of growing food and newer options. And this is going to be like new territory. Um, yeah, like these food companies, all this, all these additives and foods they're just gonna stop. It's gonna stop. Like they're gonna be taken down. You know, the truth is gonna come out. Everyone knows we've been poisoned. Like the deep state has been trying to poison people in an attempt to control their population. Um, but yeah, there's gonna be new things coming in. It's like more of an encouragement to be healthy and to make healthy choices. Okay, so the next question is about Mount Shasta, the inner earth. Let's see. Okay. Earth. People of the inner earth. Let's see if we can get any information on them. Are they going to show up? Are we going to meet them? Okay. I think we are going to meet the people from the inner earth, especially the people from Mount Shasta. The feeling that I'm getting is, yeah, that they are related. We're related to them. Like family. Um, I don't feel like it's gonna be like soon. I don't feel like it's gonna be this year. I'm just not getting that. But they have been they have been kept a secret from us. Um, Definitely. Because to me, this is saying, yeah, that we were joined and we lived in harmony with the inner earth people. We knew about them, whatever, thousands of years ago, millions of years ago. We knew humans lived in harmony with them, but they had to they had to go and hide. But I don't know, I'm just not feeling like it's gonna be this year. Um, all right, so I wanted to play for you. Let me share my screen. Okay. So my sister, um, my sister sent this to me, and there was an event at Bedminster, New Jersey, and somebody made an unexpected appearance. My sister wasn't there, of course. She didn't end up going, but here we go. You probably can't hear it. I don't think you can hear it. But that is President Trump. You could see him right there. Like the picture isn't that great. And they're chanting USA. I mean, he had a lot of support. That's him waving right there. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you watching. And thank you to the new subscribers. I really appreciate you subscribing. And love and light to you all. And enjoy your weekend. Take care.